Hello Aries, welcome to your mid-July reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, I'm gonna pull a Celtic cross for you today, but I'm pulling out a couple of astro cards for you just to get an overview. We have some beautiful transits happening this month, so we need to nod to those just a tiny bit this time. Okay, we have water and we have the North Node. Interesting. The North Node is basically, the North and the South nodes are basically points, mathematical points on the moon. Now, your North Node is something that you need to embrace. It is your future path. It is something that you are meant to do in this particular lifetime. And your South Node, on the other hand, was your North Node in your previous lifetime. So it's something that you have already mastered and you need to let go of. And what this process does is it helps us evolve, it helps us grow, it helps us change. Now, we have a particular conjunction on the 31st of July, where Uranus is conjuncting the North Node, which is going to bring about a little bit of havoc, because that's what Uranus does. It is the planet of rebellion and change and evolution, which is what we've been talking about. So there is some kind of transformation coming about for you. And I just noticed what's written at the bottom, destined to have. There is something that you are destined to do, something that you're destined to have, some way that you're destined to behave even, that you need to embrace right now. And you need to ask yourself what that may be. Now, your second card is water, which talks about spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. It is possible that you have water heavily in your chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I know I do. I'm an Aries rising and I'm a Cancer sun and a Pisces moon. So this is very appropriate for me. So it is possible that some of you may need to embrace your more sensitive side, your more compassionate side, your spirituality. So take it how it resonates. I'm going to pull your cards now, and I already dropped one. And see what we have. I'm using the Tarot of the Abyss. It's such a beautiful deck. Okay. All right. Right off the bat, we have the Tower. We've been talking about transformation. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Very interesting. So you remember I've been talking about compassion and empathy and that whole sensitive side that we're all born with. The Six of Pentacles, even though it is an earth card, it talks about generosity of spirit. It talks about kindness. It talks about equal give and take. Since we have the Tower right under it and the Six of Pentacles crossing it, I feel like there has been a disbalance. There has been an unequal give and take. It's possible that you've been giving too much in your relationships. You've been working too much and you're not being paid enough. You're not being given enough back in your relationships. You know what I mean? It's like these two cards right here for me is like the Justice card reversed. So let's see what is in your focus. The Queen of Swords. You're setting boundaries. You are prioritizing logic and intellect over anything else, which is funny to me since you have water. Now, this is quite a conundrum, because in order to set boundaries, we need to set emotion aside, right? We need to be more practical. We need to be more logical. I feel like there is a balance that needs to be struck here for you, Aries. You need to embrace your emotion and your intuition and your compassion and still love with that huge heart that you have, but at the same time make sure people don't take advantage of you. Your strength is your wisdom. Your focus is your wisdom, right? Your focus is to evolve intellectually and use that knowledge to your advantage. I feel like you're doing the right thing. Just make sure you don't close yourself off. Being cardinal fire, very much like Leo, you think from the heart. We're newborns of the zodiac, right? It's a very innocent energy. It's a fiery energy considering we're ruled by Mars, but it is innocent nonetheless. Do not let go of that innocence. Don't close your big heart off. Just make sure you're keeping it open for the right people, okay? Okay, recent past. That was quick. Queen of Cups. Now, it's possible that this was you, or it was somebody that you are dealing with. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It's possible that you did keep your heart open in the past. And considering this is a past energy, and then we have the Tower in the current energy, something went south. I feel that the reason you are prioritizing and focusing on the Queen of Swords energy and letting go of the Queen of Cups energy is because you've been hurt. Do you see how ironic this is? North Node embracing something. What? Your compassion and your love and your big heart. But you're doing the opposite. I'm not going to ask you to be vulnerable when you've been hurt. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I'm simply asking you to maintain a balance. Okay? Let's pull some more and see. What is your strength, Aries? All right, that's way too many. I'm just going to take this one. Pardon me, OCD. We have the Knight of Wands. Your strength is your ability to take action. I've been saying your cardinal fire, and that is exactly what the Knight of Wands does. That's exactly how the Knight of Wands behaves. You focus intently on one particular thing and you go after it, which is great, because if you become complacent during a transformation like this, you will stagnate. If you start embracing this adventurous spirit that we're all born with, particularly you, Aries, is when that evolution will come about in a more fascinating way, in a faster way, in a more gracious way. Does that make sense? I feel like no matter what has happened and what has transpired in the past, you are not hermetizing yourself. You are still embracing your fiery nature, which is great to see. All right, let's see. What is the immediate future? The Five of Swords. Very interesting, Aries. You're tripping me up a little bit. All right. The Five of Swords is my card for the shortcut to success. It talks about somebody who knows exactly what they want to do, but they're willing to do anything to achieve it. Okay. It is not the best energy to show up with. It is a little sneaky. It is a little deceptive. It is a little devil may care. I feel like the Knight of Wands, out of all the knights, comes in very quickly and can go out as quickly. I feel like you're trying to make yourself happy in the moment because you've suffered enough, right? You've been through enough. It's like, you know how we go out and we're like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna have a drink. I've had a rough day, right? We make excuses for ourselves. I'm not saying drinking is bad, but at the same time, it's not the best thing for your body. Am I right? So that is a shortcut to success. That is a shortcut to feel better. Make sure you're not getting into relationships or even conversations that may bring you joy in that particular moment, but eventually will be detrimental to your growth. Okay? Let's see, how are you showing up to this reading? Cards really want to talk for you. Strength. I've been talking about Leo. Some of you may have Leo heavily in your chart. If not, you are embracing your sister fire signs nature. You are showing up as somebody who is very, very strong. You are showing up as somebody who can face fear head on. You are showing up as somebody who has a heart full of unconditional love for self and for others. And you're showing up as somebody with a lot of discipline. It takes a lot to train a lion. It takes a lot to caress a lion's face. There are a lot of demons that you need to face in order to be able to do that. I feel like you are doing that. You have, at least you have the capability and the capacity to do that for yourself. Make sure you, I don't want to say live up to that label that we've been given of being a newborn, because we are the first signs of the zodiac, right? We begin the zodiac wheel. So there is that sense of immaturity that follows an Aries around. But the Strength card, on the other hand, shows incredible maturity. Make sure you're embracing this part of yourself as well. All right, if you aren't already, make sure that you are being mature for yourself and for your higher self, so that that evolution that wants to take place can take place in a better way. All right. Taming the dragon. That's what I just got. Randomly popped into my head. All right. External influences that you may or may not be aware of. Whoa, too many. Way too many. Cards are screaming for you. Okay. One card, please. There we go. 8 of Swords. If you are in separation from someone, or if this is a friendship that's gone south, whatever it may be, there is somebody around you who is as tied up as you may be feeling. It is someone who feels stuck. It is someone who doesn't know how to proceed forward with you. It's someone who doesn't know how to communicate with you. It's someone who is very, could even be stuck in their ways. It could be someone who's very stubborn. On the other hand, this could also mean that there is somebody again around you who is keeping you stuck. Whether it is their physical presence or it is the thought of them, the memory of them that is keeping you stuck. You're not being able to move. You see this card. She's blindfolded, right? She's not being able to move. She's completely tied up. Normally, the 8 of Swords represents somebody who can easily walk out of the situation, remove the blindfold and walk away. In this particular deck, in this card, it kind of seems impossible. You can't even see her hands. So it is a very helpless kind of energy where you want to move but you can't. Ask yourself, is there anybody in your environment who is keeping you stuck? What is it that you need to embrace and what is it that you need to let go of? Water. Embrace your intuition. Ask your gut. Who do I need to eliminate from my life? Who is keeping me from my growth? All right, let's see. Hopes and fears for Aries. There you are, showing up to your own reading. You are hoping to be in control of yourself. You're hoping to be in control of your life, of your career, of your relationships. The Emperor can be seen 2 ways. The Emperor can be very stoic, very stubborn, very controlling, sometimes manipulative. But the Emperor can also be incredibly charming. The Emperor can be hardworking, commanding, and not prideful, but it's almost like the Emperor deserves that status. The Emperor deserves respect. You know what I mean? It commands that respect. I feel like you are hoping to reach that level of mastery within your own life. You're hoping to eliminate people who control your life rather than you controlling your own. You know what I mean? But I do see a sense of mastery coming about this month for you, considering the Sun is in Cancer, which is a sister cardinal sign to you. There is a lot of growth happening, particularly for cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. So embrace this. Let's see, what is your potential outcome? The 4 of Cups. I kind of like this, to be frank with you. It's a good card to get. It's not the most phenomenal card to get. It's not a very potent energy, but it is good nonetheless, considering the spread we've had for you today. Saying no. Saying no to what doesn't serve you. Aries. I feel like, as an Aries, considering you like to take action so much, considering your cardinal fire, it's hard for you to say no to any opportunity that comes your way. You like to take that risk. You are the Fool energy, right? I am the Fool energy. I'm not calling you a fool, pardon me. But it's okay to filter out things that might not be so good for you in the future. So this 4 of Cups right here, if I can grab this card, yeah, it doesn't want to get up. There we go. So you see, you see that cup right here. It's being offered to you, but you're looking at the 3 cups right here. This can be seen a few ways. It could be seen as complacency, that okay, I'm bored, fine, whatever, I have these 3 cups, they're not doing much for me, I don't want a 4th. Or it could be that you are satisfied. You are satisfied with what you have and you don't need any more. And this card showing up right next to the Emperor is telling me exactly that. fulfilling your own needs, fulfilling your destiny with the North Node, realizing what belongs in your life and what doesn't, and just saying no to whatever else comes your way because you're so complete and content with what you have already. You know what I mean? All right, bottom of the deck, the Chariot. The Sun is in Cancer. This is a Cancer card. It talks about fast-paced movement, action, energy. I'm surprised it's not a Mars-ruled card because it talks about very fast-paced movement. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, goodness, justice. Okay, listen, the only hiccup here is the Five of Pentacles. Do not throw yourself any pity parties, Aries. You are strong, incredibly strong, not just because you're cardinal fire, as I keep repeating myself, but because of that newborn spirit. You can accomplish anything. The minute you start feeling sorry for yourself is when you've lost the battle. All right, keep pushing forward. With the Chariot showing up, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, that is wishes being fulfilled, and the Empress to the Emperor. That is you, and the Justice card. It's you balancing your masculine and your feminine energies. And for those of you who are here for love, the Empress showing up right next to the Emperor is a very good sign. It talks about a union. It talks about divine counterparts coming together. All right, let's get you a couple of tea leaves to close this off. Bell, announcement. Let's get one more for this. Candle, you will be shown the way. So this reminds me of this water card. It reminds me of that intuitive spirit, that spirituality that we're all born with, tapping into that. It is possible that you may meet somebody who will help you tap into this intuitive nature of yours. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. The Emperor, mastery. I see this coming about for you, Aries. Just keep pushing on. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Absolutely. How beautiful is this card? Deep personal strength. Give yourself more credit, Aries. All right, finally, I'm going to get you a couple of charms. We have an aircraft. We did have the Chariot. Some of you may be traveling. You may be moving for love or for work. Either way, I see movement coming about. We have the letter W, which could be your initial. It could be the initial of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. And we have Scorpio. A lot of water showing up for you. Embrace your intuition, Aries. I feel like that is going to be incredibly important for you this month. All right, that was your reading. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.